Welcome back to the channel and to the Lakeside Vale Contest. Our builders had 10 weeks to create a fully functioning theme park adhering to many strict rules and regulations laid out by the Lakeside Vale County Council. Each and every submission gets its own spotlight, and the park we are looking at today was created by ThemeWorks. Here's what he had to say. Welcome to Lakeside Vale, my first proper attempt at building a realistic amusement park on a budget. The park centres around an island containing some preserved ancient ruins, with many individually themed attractions and shops surrounding it. With the park entrance starting at a disused air hangar and 2 indoor roller coasters to combat the British weather, with some of the rides and buildings inspired by my local park. Here is how I handled the updates. The museum funds were used to theme the insanity at the back of the park to the ancient artefact, with the real artefact displayed elsewhere. There are multiple solar panels across the park with a large solar farm at the back. Each ride and facility contains some kind of ramp or elevator for access. The Gulpy Corporation have taken over the back left corner of the park with a Gulpy shop in addition to a 4D cinema and a rather tasteless retheme of the park's indoor wild mouse to a Gulpy factory, with Gulpy themselves overseeing the operation. The staff members are all trained up with a purple uniform, and there is a staff centre in each corner of the park. The park has a riverside restaurant with a full interior and plenty of seats. The facade of the Gulpy factory was given a facelift in order to act as a weenie for the left side of the park, and the height of the log flume was adjusted so it had a more substantial impact on the skyline. This contest was a joy to take part in, and I really hope you enjoy the park. Well, I really appreciate all the details there, and I'm really excited to have a look. Now, I won't be touring this park on my own. Today, I'm joined by the one and only Lucky. Lucky is a Planet Coaster streamer on Twitch who not only took part in the previous contest, but managed to achieve 3rd place with Radicron Station. Hello, Lucky.
Hello, Moomin. How are you on this incredibly hot day?
Incredibly painfully hot day. Yes, I'm sweaty, but I'm here, and I'm excited to tour this park.
Immediately, I'm just drawn to this massive building over here. It's very unique. Like, I don't think we've seen an entrance yet that is like kind of pushed in and to the side a little. Like, all of them have been straight here at the front. So this is very unique and cool to see. And I think you mentioned a hangar that was being reused. So very clever idea. I love the lore behind this.
It is. It's really clever, as you said, to go with the hangar idea. And yet, it's the first entrance I've seen off to the side. Normally, people have gone straight on or heading alongside the visitor centre. But yeah, love this. And my goodness, very excited to head in here.
Wow. Okay,
just switching to nighttime to go into our hangar, and definitely worth it. Look at all this neon. Wow.
Such a clever use of that piece.
Yeah, this looks fantastic, and I love these light boxes as well. We've got a gift shop. I'm so distracted by the fact a coaster is literally going around me inside. This is mental. But yeah, lovely gift shop.
I feel like it would be quite dangerous to have a track this close to the souvenir shop, but very excited to get on this one.
Quite possibly, yeah, straight over his head. That'd be a fun place to work, wouldn't it? Yeah, at least we've got some safety fencing down here when it comes down to ground level. Into the park we go. Okay, into the park proper, and already loving the style that ThemeWorks has gone with here. Beautiful custom curbing. Everything looks very seamlessly integrated. Yes, I said it again. I know I always say it, but it's true.
Yeah, like you mentioned, it's something that we've noticed in a lot of parks now that we've toured, is that just how seemingly people are integrating paths into the, like, paths and rides into the scenes. Yeah, like, people are getting either really good with it, or there's just a lot of very talented people that are partaking in this contest this time, and very excited to see like what the others have come up with as well.
Definitely. Well, yeah, perhaps a bit of both, but I think there have been a lot of very talented creators entering this contest. A lot of them that I've not heard of before, so that's very exciting. But ThemeWorks, of course, is a very well-known creator in the community. As the literal creator of the whole Pink Penguin saga, that's very well known in Channel 5, and created an entire Pink Penguin park, I believe. But here we are at Lakeside Vale something or other. It looks like a kind of station building almost, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks like a train station. But maybe it got recycled as well, or reused, like the hangar, so it may may have served something else. With the train nearby, this may have been an old train station.
Absolutely. And what a lovely view out the window as well. I like these windows, actually.
Are they custom made or are they Team TK items? They look really
custom.
Cool.
They look like hydro beams to me.
Oh, wow.
I believe. It won't let me click them, obviously, but yeah, I'm pretty sure it's hydro beams. But what a wonderful Gelateria de Maria. Love the colour scheme in here.
And something I've noticed here, yeah, this is one of those, forgot what they're called, but where you can place a tree. Like they're usually
like
near streets.
Tree grate.
Yeah, and it just flipped them over and used them as a table. That's very clever.
Yeah, and for the stools as well. I believe that's the same thing, but with the, just art shapes on top.
Wow.
That's so good.
Even an ice cream, like, what's that over there? The far back of the shop, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Look at that.
I think those are the marshmallow pieces, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep, you are right.
Wow.
That's so good. I'm definitely stealing that.
That's really clever.
It is.
Yeah, a lot of people will rather download some Team TK item, but yeah, he has added quite a bit of custom items himself, which is something I always appreciate.
Definitely. And here's the ancient artifact, of course. Prominently displayed. Love it. Love it. Staff only. Do I venture in here? Got to, haven't I? Oh, just a staff room. And a Street Fox coffee. Look at all these interiors. Very impressive.
Yeah, he certainly took his time on it. Beautiful stuff, and they all look cohesive. I love the light panels up there in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Very clever designs. Like, I'm definitely stealing a couple ideas.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's very easy to overlook stuff like that, but that's a very complex ceiling. Next door, we've of course got the Swift Drifters. There's something really incredible about when people do create actual windows in Planko, because obviously all the in-game ones are just, you slap them on the wall, they're not transparent. So the second that people do use real windows, it makes such a massive impact.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I'm always a fan of windows myself in my parks. I love using them. I use them very prominently in my park in Radar Valley as well. Like, they add so much because, yeah, it just adds a whole new view as a person who has to walk through a park.
Yeah.
You get a lot of unique sidelines.
We've even got custom toilet blocks.
Wow.
Wow. It's amazing. Again, with real windows up there like you would find them. Drainage. My goodness. And then, of course, the actual functioning toilet block there. I love that.
Very clever. Yeah, I like that a lot.
I always just want to go in buildings. I don't know about you.
Oh, I'm the same.
Oh, just staff again. Oh.
Oh, pink penguin.
There it is. I knew there'd be one. I knew there'd be one somewhere. Lovely bridge. Very, very difficult to create a seamless bridge where the level doesn't change in Planko, just because of that, how the pathing works. So this always stands out to me when people achieve it.
Yeah, exactly. You have the curbs on the side as well. Very annoying to deal with.
Yeah. Like,
I oftentimes just rather not build a bridge and just build around it because I cannot be bothered. Yeah. But I'm very much drawn to this area here. Like I think he mentioned in the lore that Gulpy has taken over this area of the park. Advertisement has gone a bit too wild, maybe, or the marketing team rather.
Yes, but obviously in the update video, it was explained that you needed to go big and bold with a Gulpy sponsorship, and ThemeWorks has definitely done that here. Look at this.
It looks like the soda is spilling out onto the floor. That's such a cool and clever idea. Yeah, I like that a lot.
That custom ceiling again with the light boxes. It's phenomenal.
I love the mix between the industrial too with the bright colored walls. It adds a really nice touch to it.
Yeah, definitely. Brilliant. Above and beyond what I expected for the standalone Gulpy shop. Brilliant. And over here, the Gulpy factory. Very excited to see this.
One of my favorite rides in real life, just because of how jank they often are. Very excited to get on this one.
Yeah. Okay, let's do it. Get off my turn. Well, how good was that? It just felt so true to life how you would find an indoor wild mouse. I also love the elements of realism that you see because it's an indoor coaster with the lights off. They will often leave little bits of stuff here and there that you do see in real life, and I love that attention to detail. Just a little ladder left there, and you can see all the trussing and the gantry, little access points here. And then obviously these wonderful turnarounds there. Fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely amazing ride. Very unique in design. Using those emergency lights, I believe. Just like hundreds of them. Like,
Yeah.
And I like the story it tells too. Like, obviously Gulpy being like a soda factory or a soda brand, I guess. Like, you can see all the different colors and flavors here. You see the pipes going all around. Like, it's almost like a soda factory.
Yeah, absolutely.
Perfectly portrayed it too. Like, I love the derpy music as well. It fit the Gulpy theme. Like, everything about this was very fun, and yeah, definitely one of the more unique rides, but very much enjoyed this one.
Yeah, it's exactly, as I said, what I would expect from an indoor wild mouse coaster. It's so on theme, so on brand. Yeah, brilliant stuff by ThemeWorks. Okay, we've of course got the Gulpy 4D cinema as well. I love how far he's gone with the Gulpy theming.
Yeah, he really went over the top with it, but I really appreciate it because it's, like, part of the contest was to, go overboard, and he absolutely fulfilled that.
Definitely. And look at this.
Wow.
Grab your 3D glasses. Such a lovely touch.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen one before. It's certainly unique. A popcorn machine as well, of course.
Yeah.
Very cool design, yeah.
Okay. Gulpy is chilling by the first aid.
Yeah, I would be chilling too over there after going on a wild mouse.
Yeah, definitely. Alright, Vortex. It's like a flat ride queue. Yeah. Power moves, is it? This one?
Yeah, I always appreciated when people use that set piece behind it. It's very common in like a fair you would find here, at least.
Yes,
like,
definitely.
But it's very underused in Planko. Like, I think I only saw it in 3 parks total so far in my life.
I think because it's a separate piece to the ride itself, people always forget that it's there. And I understand why they didn't attach it to the ride. It gives you more flexibility and versatility, but yeah, it's easy to forget the piece exists, really. Love that retaining wall there. It's lovely. We got a log flume, and I do love a log flume.
Same here, especially on a hot day like this one.
Yeah, wouldn't that be lovely right now?
Yes. One of my favorite rides to go on.
Here we are. A lovely wooden station. Let's jump on. absolutely loved this. It was kind of the epitome of a log flume to me. Lovely, simple layout. And I loved it. It was kind of exactly what you expect from a budget log flume. Like, I'm all for when creators properly embed the track and it's got seamless integration, but sometimes it's nice to just see it on this budget scale, where you will often find it in smaller parks where it's just sat and all of the track is exposed and it's sat in a little filtered pool. You've got the effects here, you've got the piping and everything. They've made a little bit of effort to do the scenery, but at the heart of it, you can still see very much where the log flume is and how it's laid there. And then you've got the traditional splashdown here. Love these soakers, and then you've got the glass panels around here that they'll often put, so then you get the splashback when you come down the drop. Yeah, just so many realistic details there. Big fan of this.
Funny that you mentioned it, because I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, you can absolutely tell throughout the entire park that this was meant to be a low-budget park, and it's very deliberate in how everything is placed. Like, you could tell that it's somewhat cheap. Like, they didn't put much effort into hiding a lot of things. They just left it out there because the realism is so on point with this. And like a low-budget log flume, but it gets the job done. It has everything you would want in a log flume in a, like a small family park. It fits it perfectly. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. It's nothing that detracts from the ride itself. Like, you would still enjoy your experience on it, but it means that the park have clearly done it on a budget, and yeah, it just worked. This here, which is doubling up as scenery, but also just to hide the sightlines from the backstage area. Brilliant. So that's actually the interior section of the log flume. Has a real fire exit functioning and everything. Okay, and as we exit the ride, we've of course got the people dryers. Brilliant.
Again, custom made too. Like,
Yeah.
very impressive. Like, using sci-fi pieces and just the arch shapes and even the taxi light. Very clever.
It is. I'll be honest, when I first saw these, I thought they were just the TMTK ones, but no, completely custom made. And some more toilets here. Same as we saw on the other side. We've got the Insanity, which is our ride themed to the artifact, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yep, there it is.
Very nice, yeah.
Yeah, it's just really simple, but great way of ticking that box.
Yeah, again, fitting the low budget theme.
Yeah.
Like, they are presenting the artifact right there, but of course they didn't have much money to do much more with it. But
Yes.
gets the job done. I like it.
Yeah, 100%. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. Beautifully integrated flat ride. Nice and simple. Purple umbrellas. Love it.
Very fitting name.
Yes. Lakeside Raceway. Ooh, look at these arcades. Midway games.
That is honestly something I hope we see in Planet Coaster 2.
Yes,
Because
me too.
people have been building these like by hand like for so long now. It's time that we get a piece for it. But they are very nicely designed. Like, every single Midway game is different with in-game assets, I believe. I don't think I've seen a single Team TK item in there.
No, that's true. He's kept it mostly in-game across the park. Apart from that.
Yeah.
TMTK Central over here.
Yep.
Wow, long queue.
Wow, what a queue. No charger approved.
Yes, definitely. Goes beautifully alongside the coaster there as well. Get good interaction all the way down that. And into the station.
It's one of those motorcycle ones. I really like those.
It is. Great stuff. Well, I'm looking forward to this one. Let's do it. Now, what was quite nice is by the time we actually got around to that coaster, I completely forgot about the the indoor coaster section over here. So when we got there, I was like, oh yeah, we're going inside, which was great fun. And I have to say, it was so smooth for even for the coaster type it is. But not only that, how tight it is to get a coaster into an interior and keep it smooth is really hard to do. But ThemeWorks did it there beautifully. Love the interaction, all the trussing and the neon. Yeah. Absolutely loved that.
It's funny you mentioned with the indoor area because I also totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you mentioned, the tight space you have to navigate is so difficult, and he implemented it perfectly. Like again with the paths as well, which is super difficult as they block you a lot of times and placing those down. It was a small one, but definitely packed a punch. I really enjoyed this one. And the interaction with the queue line was awesome with the booster section here.
Yeah.
And of course we have our maintenance area back there, which he has done throughout the park as well. And
of course.
Gorgeous stuff.
Stunning stuff. And it's a small detail, but to actually implement the block section where it is as well means that the coaster actually lines up where it would then be slid across for the transfer. So beautiful attention to detail. And of course, whilst we're here, we've got our solar farm.
Oh, wow.
Lovely stuff. Okay, the final thing for us to look at is the ruins. We've got Castle Island. Up the wheelchair accessible ramp. And this is just lovely. It's taken the existing ruins, but then made it more accessible. Put the stone in around here, turned it into a nice little plaza. Lovely.
Yeah, very clever reuse of the area. I love how it's showcasing a lot of the old ruins, even the coffin in the center, which may be a bit scary to some people, but yeah, it's something I really appreciate.
Definitely.
Very nicely done. And the sidelines, again, just beautiful throughout this area. You can see a lock flume down there. Nice plazas, yeah. Beautiful work.
One last thing to look at is the Riverside restaurant. This looks beautiful.
Yeah, everything is custom made. Again, very little Team TK used to make a custom kitchen here. Very, very cool.
Yeah, that's not easy to do at all. And as you said, his ability to create a lot of the stuff that we've seen without TMTK is very impressive. He's only used it where it's absolutely necessary, like the condiments. You can't really do that with it much else, but where he's been able to do it, he's avoided it, and I do appreciate that. And a quick look at night for the lighting, and it's exactly what you would expect. You've got the wonderful street lamps for the pathing. We've got Gulpy factory, and the shop lit beautifully in the purple and green over here. Nice view into the coaster as well, with all the flashing lights inside.
Something I'm noticing as well is the underground lights he put under the path to get that ambient lighting. It's something that a lot of people don't know about or don't utilize a lot, but it adds a lot of ambience to a set, like if you can place those correctly.
Absolutely. The in-game streetlights themselves, whilst they work, they create quite massive hotspots. So yeah, as you said, to mix that with the area lights under the ground just makes it all look much more seamless with the lighting, and gives a more realistic glow. Beautiful work at night. So this for me is another example of a fantastic, understated but highly detailed amusement park. It's exactly the style that I love. Everything is so clean. Everything is exactly where it should be. The realism is on point. The coasters were fantastic. Loved the log flume with the little backstage areas. We had the fire exits, the backstage behind, the delivery areas. Oh, just fantastic. It's exactly my kind of park. Definitely top 10 for me at the moment. And as always, can't wait to see more from ThemeWorks.
Totally agree with you, and I think it cannot be understated how difficult it is to make a low-budget park where you are limited to the pieces you have, like the lore that you put up for it. Like there's a lot that you have to think about, so you cannot go overboard. You have to, put everything in certain areas. Like, everything has to be in place, and that's exactly what he did here. Everything is spot on. Like, you get that immediate feel that this is a low, budget family park. And with the tie to the lore that he put up, it definitely did a good job on it.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree more. I'd like to say a huge thanks to my wonderful guest for joining me today. Make sure to keep tabs on your favourites ready for the public vote after all submissions have been showcased. Don't forget to like this video, not only to support me, but to show some love to today's creator. Catch you in the next one.